Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome everyone to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Miami's offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week.
Turning it on! Running through contact. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
The Hurricanes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
Here we go.
Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And the Canes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Canes!
That is how you finish a drive. Nice drive put together. Don't kick threes. We need touchdowns. And that's a great job executing down here near the goal line. You got the 3rd and goal. You were physical enough to run the football in. Nice start to this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Georgia Tech's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. And that's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The give out of the gun. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Wilson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll go to the ground. Makes one man miss. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
All right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on second down.
The defense has been up to the task so far. Now it's 3rd and goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Allen. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a crease, it's Love. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right?
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Miami! And they turn it into a defensive score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They are up by 7 over Iowa. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Wilson to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. This time it's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. The Yellow Jackets are on the move. Off-play action on 1st down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Allen. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Bryant. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Off play action. He's got the tight end. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wilson will throw. Right on the money. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
And the Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He makes the grab. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
To the air on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the 1st half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it.
There he goes. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wilson to pass. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
And here's Flack, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Clock is wound down, just over 20 seconds to go before the break. They'll have it 1st and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Roy. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Caught over the middle. It's shot. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flips it out in the flat. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield very late in the half. Pressure coming. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got him.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Still on his feet at the 45. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Caught in the backfield. It's Allen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The play action fake. Throwing right. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. From the shotgun, the inside give. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Shoots it to the left. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4th.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wilson will throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Working that left side now. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Powers through the defenders. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He's got it on the right. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Here we go. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the stomping has commenced. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football.
Wide receiver going in motion. A quick pass to the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And now on second down for this offense. Wilson to pass. And here's the third interception of the night. Touchdown, Canes! The defense putting points on the board. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
31, Georgia Tech, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Allen. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Right, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the tight end. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the fifth kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Wide open downfield. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. The Hurricanes will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Floats it out in space. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He's open on the right. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. And the Canes have their offense in high gear. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He's got it and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
And the Hurricanes are threatening on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off?
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion. Wilson will throw.
just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Fires to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the night. In return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.